Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So this is my cinematic, I'm going to say reaction slash breakdown. I'm just going to be looking at the cinematic that GW put out. Yes, I know the cinematic was a few days ago, and I filmed my reaction then because we were all watching it together as a live stream. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut to that reaction when we were all watching it together via the live stream. Then we'll come back and we'll do the breakdown, what I liked about it and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, hopefully this is, you know, this is like the start of something new for GW when it comes into their CG stuff. So let's first start with the reaction and we can enjoy the trailer together, and then we'll come back and we'll actually talk about this CGI project. What? Oh.
We are raised to believe that the God Emperor watches over us all. And so we are charged to cleanse the mutant, the heretic, the alien. We must not falter. We are his sword. We are his wrath.
Holy crap. There's the legs.
Even in the face of death,
There's the legs.
we shall not submit.
Oh my god. Oh, is she dead? I got her.
Suffering is our prayer.
Has to be a Space Marine come through that window right now. Something has to be Space Marine-ish.
Is our armor. In battle, he offers us redemption. And for those who prove worthy, the Emperor sends forth his angels.
Yes. Primaris melee.
Our Imperium is besieged. Across 1,000 worlds, we fight for our survival. Those that would tear humanity down are legion. Our forces are few. Our enemies many. There is no respite. There is no mercy. And in our darkest hour, a spiteful universe awakens forgotten evils to break us.
Oh my holy Emperor. Oh my.
The galaxy burns. Yet still we stand, the last bulwark against the terror. And while we draw breath, we will fight.
Voice acting
For
great.
in this new dark age,
There's the legs.
there is only war.
Warhammer 40,000. There it is, boys. And there we go. That was my reaction to the trailer. We all enjoyed it on the day. It was really, really cool. I was blown away. That GW did something like that for like a new edition. I expected at most that it would be something like a 2D animation, you know, like they've been doing in the past, where it's basically they have like a 2D image, and I think they use something like After Effects to like animate it to make it like really, really stand out and stuff like that. So I was completely blown away that they invested all this into a CGI trailer. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to go back through it, break it down, talk about it, all that kind of stuff that you expect. So let's firstly start off with the voice actors. I know the male who does the Space Marine stuff is Toby Longworth, because I listen to Toby Longworth all the time. I can recognise that voice from a mile off. The woman, I don't know her name, but I know she does Alea in the new Watchers of the Throne series. And again, that's an amazing series by Chris Wright. Go and check that out. So if we just press play here.
Faithless find no deliverance.
No deliverance. So, firstly, if we just pause it there, the atmosphere itself, absolutely fantastic. Love it. It looks like it's in like a broken down cathedral, and of course the guard are fighting some Necrons. Well, what seems to be left of the guard is fighting some Necrons. Some comments I've seen online is that this looks a bit too cartoony when you compare it to Astartes and stuff like that. I'll have to say, when you talk about Astartes, I think you have to look at Astartes as like the peak. Like, nothing will be better than Astartes. And I don't mean that in a bad way against this trailer, because this trailer is fantastic in its own right. I just think when you talk about Astartes, and this is like not coming from my 40k fanboyness, is that when you look at Astartes, that is by far the best piece of fan production I've ever seen, and that's comparing it to like all the Star Wars stuff I've seen, like the Halo, any other IP and stuff. Like, when you look at his work, it is just the peak. So when you talk about Astartes, I think you have to put the Astartes up there, and everything else is just everything else. Again, that's not mentioned in a bad way. I'm just thinking there's really no point in comparing all these things to Astartes. Each one is their own little awesome animation. Like Death of Hope, that is its own little awesome animation. This is its own little awesome animation. The Angels of Blood stuff, sorry, not the Angels of Blood, Angels of Death, which is supposed to be coming out soon, that's its own little animation. The 2D stuff that's supposed to be coming out, that's its own little animation. Me, as a 40k fan, I enjoy them for what they are. They're their own little animation, and I enjoy them because they're different looks into the 40k IP, that, telling stories and stuff. I just love it. I just love that we're in a time now where we're seeing more and more of this stuff. I think any 40k fan should just be loving it, just embracing, like, yes, this is it. This is what we wanted. This is the animation stuff. Bringing this rich environment to life that we all love. So I'm completely down with that. Right, if we carry on. These guardsmen here, like, she gives him like a little nod, like, come on, let's do this. Let's take these out. Probably the wrongest thing you can ever do, because I love the Necron weapon there, and I love how it's showing off in this, because not this guy you see, but the next guy, boom, this guy right here, he just gets completely deatomized. And this is how Necron weapons work. They just break down your molecules, and it's like a gruesome, painful death as you're just deconstructed. Like everything, like skin, bone, muscle, armor, everything is just gone in a second. And I just loved how they showed this off in the trailer. Proper awesome stuff. And then we pan back to her, and she's like, oh boy, this is it, I'm over.
We are raised to believe that the God Emperor watches over us all.
And the sister comes out of nowhere, of course, and I think the sister is incredibly designed in this. Looks really, really gritty and stuff. And this is the scene I love, probably one of the best, when she's actually introduced. Because instead of like hiding like behind cover, she like just stands on the top of it, braced to fire the bolter, like, the Emperor protects kind of feeling. I'm not scared of you. Faith. I have faith in the Emperor. I have faith that he will protect me, and he does, because she just boom, 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 a couple of burst shots, and it's done.
So
Definitely, she said banana. For those of you who are in the British Army, you'll understand. That's how my corporal taught me to shoot burst fire. He said, say banana to yourself. I know, it's kind of strange. And then she goes on like a little hunting mission on her own.
It's the mutant, the heretic, the alien.
Like the shells bouncing off the floor. I think, again, this is like completely next level for GW. And I'm hoping now, what my hopes are from this is that this is the start of something new with GW, where they'll start making more of this type of content. Hopefully like a feature film, hopefully like a mini-series like we're seeing from Angels of Death, but more, like bigger episodes, longer episodes, stuff like that. Like I'd love to see this into like a full film, like, like do this entire battle from start to finish, maybe.
We must not falter. We are his sword. We are his wrath.
Stamps on his head. This piece of art, let's say, or cinematographer, I absolutely love, again, because as I was saying, I think this is like kind of a cathedral world. So it's like, maybe that's like, the faith looking down upon her, judging her, and she's like, I'm bringing these type of, Xenos, look at the faith I've got. She's at the bottom, and he's like staring down, the statue's staring down, judging her faith kind of thing, and she's slaying in the Emperor's name. And you can see like all the bodies littered everywhere around. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. This is so awesome. And she just completely executes it. And then the spider boy comes out of nowhere. Now this bit here. This bit right here. Firstly, can I say, that is a fantastically done face. An amazingly done face. I love the little tattoo she's got of the fleur-de-lis on there. What you normally find, like, when someone's helmet comes off, it's like one of those, like, comic book things, like, oh, you took off my helmet kind of thing. But this one, she actually gets hurt from it. You can see, like, all the blood start trickling down her face. All her hair starts to become matted and thick with blood and stuff.
Even in the face of death.
So it's really, really cool.
We shall not
Chasing
submit.
and then she gets hit here. That bit there, look, you can actually see all the blood now. I love, like, the little reflection in her eye and stuff as she's about to just get absolutely purged. I actually thought she was dead here. When she's walking through the door in a second, here, I thought she was, like, beginning to melt. But this is this again is another great shot. Like, when she starts to grab her pendant and she starts to pray, and her faith restores her. Again, very Sister of Battle stuff. Does that confirm that the Emperor is a god? And that his faith truly does work? Oh boy, let's not go down this road. Lorgar's smiling somewhere.
Suffering is our prayer.
Suffering is our prayer. I definitely thought that a drop pod or like a thunderhawk, I don't know what, was about to burst through that window. I thought just something was like, oh yeah, kind of thing, that was about to just come through it and just purge everything. Look, I love that. She just grabs the pendant. Faith is our armor. Heals herself. That's really
battle,
cool.
He offers us redemption.
So cool. He's in. Ducks. Nice little duck.
And for those who prove worthy, the Emperor sends forth his angel.
And this is where the fun begins. This is it. I love how she chops his head off. Look, just the head's gone. Boom. Double team together. And this little, again, another iconic shot. The Angels of Death with the Sisters of Battle. Now, if there's one thing I could critique about this entire CGI, and probably about the entire release as a whole, is that if they wanted to take this to like a godly tier where it would be remembered throughout the ages, then they should have coloured these guys as Black Templars, not Ultramarines. I understand GW Ultramarines fanboy, like they're like the kind of the front chapter and stuff. But I think it would have made complete sense if it was like a Sister of Battle and a Black Templar, because they're both faith. It seems like they're on a faith world. You know, they're trying to get across the whole melee aspect of Primaris Marines. It would have been awesome to see just a nice little cross on this guy, clad in black and stuff. I think that would have been just completely next level when it came to it. And they look at each other like, yes, okay. And this bit here, boy oh boy, and again, another piece of awesome cinematographer. The Angels of Death, it's like kind of like the wings on him, like he is the angel, and he's walking forward with all the light coming through it all. Absolutely fantastic. This is probably one of my best shots from the trailer. And then they all start coming.
Our Imperium. Now,
this is Toby Longworth speaking, by the way. And again, Toby Longworth, God among men, when it comes to his voice. Just listen to his voice. Well, just go and watch the trailer and listen to it. It is godly.
Is besieged. Across 1,000 worlds.
And that shield and that guy, just that character as a whole, I think it's by far the best Marine I've ever witnessed. I just love, if we just go back just a little tad bit, sorry, if we just go back a little tad bit, that shield itself, I literally have no idea if that's a Space Marine or not. It kind of looks like a Space Marine because it's got the proportions of a Space Marine. So was it like the guy who owned the shield last, and he was like, oh, you love the shield so much, I'll stick you to it, and you can still protect it or something. I'm not too sure, but I love like seeing skulls and stuff all over Marines. I think that's what they need. That's what Primaris need. They need more personality. At the moment, they're very, very bland. And I made a video on that a couple of weeks ago. Like, my problems with a Primaris Marine is that they just don't have any character towards them. This is the kind of character I want in my Marines. I want the skulls. I want like all the funky stuff on them. So hopefully, this is the start of seeing all that kind of stuff.
Across 1,000 worlds, we fight for our survival.
And then the charge is amazing on its own.
That would tear
that bit there, again, fantastic. They're all charging forward.
Humanity down, our
the Scarabs
Our forces are few.
Oh, let me go back. Sorry, I missed it again. I just want to go back and see this guy, because this guy gets absolutely swamped by scarabs. This guy here. This guy gets absolutely swamped. I feel sorry for this guy. You know, rest in peace, brother. Well, hopefully he survived, but there's definitely one that is going near his crotch area, so I don't know if he's going to survive this. But it's nice to see some scarabs get involved and maybe taking down a space marine.
Our enemies, many.
Let's go forward with the shield.
There is no respite.
So many cool action shots. Again, that guy gets completely deatomized. It's nice to see that space marines get deatomized as well.
There is no mercy.
Boom. Spider Boy. Well, number 2 is back.
In our
This bit here, I love this bit of the trailer as it pans out. For those of you who've seen the HBO series called Rome, in season 2 they did a battle. I think it's called the Battle of Philopoli or something like that. And there was a really, really awesome scene where the camera panned in as the legions were about to meet, and it panned in and it's shown like all the shields bashing each other and people stabbing each other and stuff like that. And I got that kind of vibe from this shot. I think it was really, really cool. So as we pull out,
a spiteful universe awakens forgotten evils to break
that
us.
Guy just gets, boom, he's dead. Boom. That bit there was really, really cool. For those of you who missed it, that was like a chainsaw trick shot. Let's just go back a little bit. Watch him. He actually slings his chainsaw behind his back and just completely takes out an echo. Watch. Boom. Shoots this guy. Get out of here. What a lad. And then the sisters arrive in force. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this sister of battle model, I think they're trying to base her on the limited edition one that they were selling a couple of weeks ago. I'll try and put it on the screen now if I can find it. But a couple of weeks ago, there was a normal librarian, a normal firstborn librarian, and also a sister of battle. I'm wondering if that's what they're basing this character off. That'd be cool if they actually were. Because she's got like that kind of same pose she's doing then.
The galaxy
gives a lot of nods. And the sisters start getting involved.
We stand. The last.
Again, another awesome little shot, just ramming. I love chainswords. I absolutely love I love melee in 40k. The thing about melee in 40k is that people say, why would they have melee? They've got like these bolters and these massive weapons that rip things apart. But melee in 40k just seems so brutal. Especially, you know, instead of having a sword, you have a chainsword. You know, a full-on chainsaw that doesn't just, you know, doesn't go through you and kill you. It actually rips your guts out and sprays it everywhere. And everything's just bleh, as they say. So, yeah, I just love it. And again, that kind of shot, she's just impaling that Nid there.
Bulwark so cool. Against the terror. And while we draw breath, we will fight.
Yeah, chainsaw with it.
For in this new...
That, oh boy. That right at the end, just, you know, Faith will protect me. Bleh! No, it won't. Just impaled, completely impaled. The blood splatters just right through her and stuff like that. Like, I've seen someone said, this is not grimdark. What? That's not grimdark? What is grimdark to you? Holy Emperor, that is just, I love it. This is what I want more of, though. I want more of this. Just see blood and guts and things and death everywhere. This is it.
Dark Age.
And this big boy here. What a great shot. Like, how he, like, just domineering does that look? Like, that's it. You've messed with the minions. Now you've awoken Big Papa kind of thing. Really, really cool. I love it. Let's go.
There is only war.
There is only war. Only war. And that's it. That's the trailer there. I know there's been a lot of talk about this logo and stuff like that. My 2 cents on it, I've spoken about this so many times. I did prefer the old logo. Definitely prefer the old logo. I don't know why. I think I like green more than I like blue, to be completely fair with you. I've seen the comparisons to like Hot Shots and Top Gun and G.I. Joe, which give me a little bit of a giggle. But I really don't care about a logo. I'll be completely honest with you. I care more about like the models and the gameplay and the lore and stuff. I don't even like look at logos on the books. Every time like a logo's on front of the book, I open the page and I don't really see anymore. But I understand if people don't like it, you know, if people don't like it, you don't like it. That's at the end of the day. I don't think GW's got to change it or anything like that. I think this is it now. This is their logo until what, 10th edition, which is probably coming out in like 3-4 years or something like that, maybe. We'll see. Right, that is me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. As always, I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback on this. What did you love? What did you hate? What do you think could be improved? Would you like to see more of this from GW? Is this just the start of stuff? Put it all down below in the comment section, and we'll have a little talk as we always do down there. And yeah, I'll see you all very, very soon. See you now. Have a great day, and bye-bye.